Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'll discuss about the remaining section of 2019 maths question paper, that is section C, D and E. So let us start. So we'll start with section C. Section A and B I have already discussed in my earlier videos, so if you haven't watched it, I will give the link in the description box. You can go and watch them. So let us start. So using ruler and compass only, construct a triangle PQR with side QR equals to 7 cm, PQ equals to 6 cm and PQR equals to 60 degree. Then construct another triangle whose sides are 3/5 of the corresponding sides of triangle PQR. So first we'll draw a triangle PQR whose one of the angle is 60 degree. And which angle is 60 degree? And that is angle Q. Right? Q is 60 degree because since it is in the middle, so Q is 60 degree. Then we'll construct another triangle. With the help of this triangle, we'll construct another triangle whose sides are 3/5 of the corresponding side. So if it's 3/5 of these triangle, so obviously this triangle will be smaller than this PQR. Okay, so let us see how to draw. So first of all, we'll draw a line QR that is equal to 7 cm. Then at Q, we'll draw 60 degree. I hope everybody knows how to draw 60 degree. Then we'll draw a line QX of any measurement. Now we want PQ should be equals to 6 cm. So you can take your compass, measure, set it at 6 cm, put the pointer at Q and make an arc at 6 cm and name it at P. So it will be 6 cm. So PQ is 6 cm. Then join PR. Now we have to draw another triangle whose corresponding sides should be 3/5 of this triangle. So for that, from Q, we'll draw a line QY. In the angle, this angle should be an acute angle. Okay. Then we'll mark these points as Q1, Q2, Q3. Now how we got this point? First, we'll take the compass, we'll take any measurement, okay. Then we'll put the pointer first at Q, we'll mark Q1. With the same measurement, we'll put the point at Q1 and mark Q2. Like this way, we'll put at Q2, mark Q3, then we'll put at Q3 the compass and mark Q4, and again the last we'll give at Q4 and mark Q5. Now why till Q5? Not less than Q5 or not more than Q5 is because the side given to us is 3/5. And here which one is greater, 3 or 5? 5. 5 is greater. So therefore 5 points we have to mark. Now what we'll do? We'll join Q5 and R. Now with the same measurement, we'll put the compass at Q5 and draw an arc at Q4. Without changing the compass, we'll go to Q3. We'll put the compass at Q3 and make an arc at Q2. Then we'll measure this angle, this particular angle shown. Then we'll go to Q2. We'll put the point at Q2 and make an arc here. So it should be same as this angle. Then we'll join Q3 and this point of intersection of the two arcs. Then we'll draw a line which touches the line QR and we'll name it as R1. Then we'll change the compass. We'll change the radius of the compass. We'll bring the pointer of the compass to point R, and then taking any measurement, we'll make an arc. We'll put the pointer at R and taking any measurement, we'll make an arc here. With the same measurement, we'll go to R1 and make an arc here. Then we'll measure this angle with the help of a compass. We'll adjust the compass. We'll come to this point and cut the arc. Okay. Then we'll join R1 this point so that this line joins the line PQ. Then we'll name this point as P1. So P1 Q R1 is the required triangle. Okay, simple. Okay, next question. So in the adjoining figure, so figure is given to us. ABC is such that BD by DC is equal to AB by AC. Angle B is 70 degree. Angle C is 50 degree. We have to find angle BAD. So let us see the solution. We know that if a line through one of the vertex of a triangle divides the opposite side in the ratio of the other two sides, then the line bisects the angle at the vertex. So what it says that you have drawn a line from one of the vertex of the triangle. So A is the vertex of the triangle and a line is drawn AD such that, see, the ratios are equal. So if it is given that the ratios are equal, it divides are equal, then what happens? This line AD, it bisects this angle. So if this line bisects this angle, it means that angle BAD is equal to angle CAD, means this angle and this angle are equal. Okay, so you have written this. Given that in triangle ABC, AB by AC equals to BD, so since this condition is given, so we can conclude that AD is the bisector of angle A. So if it is the bisector of angle A, then this angle BAD and this angle CAD are equal. So angle BCA is what? BCA is combination of this two angles, BAD plus CAD, right? BAD plus CAD. So instead of CAD, can I write BAD? Because BAD and CAD are equal. So twice angle BAD. So angle BAC equals to twice angle BAD. So from here we can write BAD is half of BAC. Remember, we have to find BAD. Okay. So BAD, we got equation as BAD is half of BAC. Now what we have to do is, we have to find the measurement of angle BAC. Whatever be the angle of BAC, my BAD will be half of it. Suppose if BAC is 30 degree, so BAD will be how much? 15, half of it. Okay. So next, how will find angle BAC? If you see angle B, angle C and angle A are a part of a triangle ABC. So there is a property known as sum of the angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. So we'll use that property. Okay, so we know that sum of the angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. So in triangle ABC, angle BAC means this angle plus angle ABC means this angle plus angle BCA means this angle is equals to 180 degree. So what we have to find out, angle B is given in the question, angle C is given in the question, only we don't know what is BAC. So the ones which we don't know will bring on one side. So BAC equals to 180. So instead of angle ABC, we'll substitute it by angle B, and in BCA we'll write just angle C for simplicity. Okay, so since it was plus here, when it goes this side, it becomes minus. Then 80, instead of angle B, now we'll replace it by 70. It is given in the question. And instead of angle C, we'll replace it by 50. It is also given in the question. So when we solve this, we got BAC as 60 degree. So I told you BAD is half of BAC. So if BAC is 60, BAD is 30 degree. Okay. Next question. So in the given figure, find PT. So you have to find PT if OP is given. OP is 41 and OT dash is 9 centimeter. So in order to find PT, first of all we'll join this ONT. Okay, here I haven't shown, but we have to join this OT. So this OT is equal to OT dash because they are the radii of the same circle. So OT dash is equal to OT. So if OT dash is 9 centimeter, OT is also 9 centimeter. Okay. Then we have a theorem that a tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius. Tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So this angle which is formed here is 90 degree. Okay, so OP is given, OT is given. So using Pythagoras theorem we can find out PT. Okay, so given PT is a tangent with center O, OP is 41. Okay, so if OT dash is 9 centimeter, OT will be how much? 9 centimeter. Please join these line also. This is not given in the question, but in construction you can join this two line, this point I mean. Okay, so this also becomes the radii of this radius of the circle. So OT equals to OT dash because they are the radii of the same circle. So PT is the tangent, OT is the radius. So we can use this Pythagoras theorem. Why? Because tangent and radius are perpendicular to each other. Then we'll put down the value of OP, we'll put down the value of OT, PT square we don't know, we'll bring this side. So 41 square minus 9 square, so 41 square is 1681 minus 9 square is 81. When you subtract it, you get 1600. So PT square is 1600, but we do not need PT square, we need PT. So to remove this square, it will become PT equals to root over 1600. So PT equals to 40 centimeter. Okay, next question. So this is a choice question where one of the question is this one and you have one more question. So I'll solve both the questions. Okay, so steel wire when bent in the form of a square encloses an area of 121 centimeter square. So a steel wire was there, it was bent in the form of a square. So the steel wire, we can consider the edges of these square as the steel wire, and the blue portion are the area encloses, okay, surrounded by this square wire. Now this same wire is bent in the form of a circle. So what we can conclude from this line, the same wire is bent in the form of a circle. So we can conclude that the perimeter of this square is equal to the circumference of the circle because the same wire has been used. So consider that you have taken a wire, okay, you have made it a square. Okay, suppose the length of the wire is 10 meter. With that 10 meter wire, you have made it a square. So with that 10 meter wire only, you will make the circle also. So the perimeter of the square is equal to the circumference of the circle. But the areas are not equal as you can see in the figure. So you have to find the area of the circle. So to find the area of the circle, the formula is pi r square. So pi is given in the question. R, we don't know what is R. R is the radius. So we don't know what is the radius of the circle. Now to find out the radius of the circle, okay, what condition we'll use? We use the circumference of the circle. So circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. From there we can find out r. Now how will you find circumference? If we know the perimeter of the square, so perimeter is equal to circumference, so we can find out the radius. But how do you find the perimeter? To find the perimeter, we should know the side of the square. So how will you find the side of the square? Area is given. Using area formula, we can find out the side of the square. So let us see. So area of the square is 121 centimeter square. So what's the formula of area of a square? Side square. Side into side or side square equals to 121. So side equals to 11. If side is 11, so perimeter of the square will be 4 into side. So 4 into 11 is 44. Then we said that according to question, circumference of the circle is equal to perimeter of the square. So if r is the radius of the circle, so 2 pi r, which is the circumference, is equal to perimeter. Then we'll put down the values and we'll get r as 7. So once we get the radius, we can put down in this formula that area of the circle is pi r square, and when you calculate it, you get 154 centimeter. So this is one of the question for question number 18. So one more question is there. So let us see that question. So the minute hand of a clock is 7 centimeter long. You have to find the area of the face of the clock by the minute hand between 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. So first of all, if we see in the diagram, so blue color is the hour hand. So we won't need this one, just to show this is 9 o'clock. I am making this. And the orange one here, this is exactly 9 a.m. and this one represents 9:35 a.m. So we have to find this area. Now to find this area, what we should know? We should know this angle. Why? Because here we use area of sector formula. So if you see, area of sector formula is theta divided by 360 into pi r square. So r we know, r is 7 centimeter. So these minute hands are 7 centimeter long. Pi we know, but theta we don't know. What is theta? Theta is the angle, this angle here. Okay, you can make the angle here. Okay, so now the total angle covered by minute hand in 60 minutes is 360 degree. What does it mean? Means in 60 minutes, what does it do? It travels all the way from here, the minute hand, then it goes here. So it covers how many? 360 degree. So in 1 minute, how many degrees? So in 60 minutes, it is 360. In 1 minute, it will be 360 divided by 6. So in 1 minute, it is 360 divided by 6. Okay. So from here to here, how many minutes? 35 minutes. So if 1 minute, it is 6 degree. So in 35 minutes, it will be how much? 6 into 35. So 210. So this angle here is 210. I hope you know why I did this. Because if the minute hand covers the whole angle, so it will be 360. Okay, whole angle is 360. In 1 minute means from moving from here to here, means only this small portion will be 6 degree. So from here to here will be how much? 210. That is 6 into 35. Okay. So now area of a sector, theta divided by 360 pi r squares. You put down the value of theta as 210. 360, 22 by 7 into 7 squares. So when you calculate this, you get 89.83 centimeter square. Next question. So this is one of the very easy sum from probability. So let us read the question. A box contains 20 cards, okay, numbered from 1 to 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And a card is drawn at random from the box. So there are 20 cards. We have drawn only one card. So you have to find the probability that the number drawn on the card is divisible by 2 or 3 and a prime number. So first we'll see the solution for number A. So let E be the event of drawing a card which is divisible by, so you have to write all this, okay? And so which are the numbers which are divisible by 2 or 3? That is from 1 to 20. 2. 1 obviously you cannot divide it by 2 or 3. 3 you can divide. 4. 5 you cannot divide it by 2. You cannot divide it by 3 also. So like that. 6, 7 you cannot divide. 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. So these are the numbers. So how many numbers are there? 13. So how many favorable outcomes are there? 13. And possible outcomes? 20. Okay. So probability is number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of possible. This should be outcome. So 13 divided by 20 is the probability. Next, it should be a prime number. So I hope everybody knows what is a prime number, but still a brief Definition of a prime number: it is a number which is divisible only by itself and 1. So between 1 to 20, these are the numbers which are known as prime numbers, that are only divisible by itself. That is 2, 3, 4 we cannot take, because 4 can be divided by 2. Okay, it can be divided by itself, it can also be divided by 2 there. Therefore 4 is not included. Okay. 5. If we see 5 can be divided only by 5 with no other numbers. Okay. So like that, these are the numbers. So how many numbers of favorable outcomes are here? 8, and possible outcomes 20. So probability is 8 by 20. That is 2 by 5 when you cancel it. So 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20. Okay. Next question. So using Euclid's division algorithm, you have to find the HCF of these numbers. So according to Euclid's division algorithm, dividend equals to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So a brief explanation of this sum I'll be uploaded in my later videos and in great details, like how do we divide, how we get these numbers. For now, this is how to do it, a solution, and this is what is Euclid division algorithm. You just have to divide. You divide 9, 3, 6, 7 with 2. Then whatever is the remainder, whatever is the divisor, you have to write it and get this form. So this sum will be explained in great details in my upcoming video. So next question, find the sum of the following series. So the series is given. So to find the sum of any series, we should know that we should know what is our n, because we know that sum of the nth term is equals to Sn, n by 2, 2 into plus n minus 1. So we should know first what is our n. So first we'll find out what is n. So let us consider sequence A1, A2, A3, An is an AP. So common difference will be A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, or the last An minus 1. Nth term of the AP is given by Tn equals to A plus n minus 1 D. And sum of the first n terms is given by n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, sum of the first n terms. So here we don't know how many terms are there. So first we'll find out how many terms are there. That is, we will find out what is n. Okay, so here our first term is a. Common difference is D. So a we have, D we have. Number of terms is given by n. And Tn is the nth term and L is the last term. So here we won't use this formula, but just for your knowledge I have given that to find this there are two formulas. This formula is used when the last term is given. So given series is this, and the last term or nth term is given as 40. So Tn equals to a plus n minus 1d. So what is Tn? Tn is 40, a is 72, n we don't know, and d we got here as minus 2. Why? Because 70 minus 72, that is a2 minus a1. So 70 minus 72 is minus 2. So after solving it, we get n as 17. So we have to find the sum of 17 terms. So here there are 17 terms. We have to find the sum of 17 terms. So S of 17 equals to, instead of n we'll put 17, instead of a we'll put 72, instead of n we'll put 17, just now we got, and instead of d we'll put minus 2. So after calculating it, the sum of first S 17th terms are 952. So next question. So if alpha, beta are zeros of the polynomials are given, then find the value of alpha square plus beta square. So we know that sum of the zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is given by minus b by c. Okay, and product of the zeros is given by c by a, and here a is 3. From where? Because the coefficient of x square is a and it is 3. The coefficient of x is denoted by b, and here b is minus 2. And the constant term is denoted by c, and here c is minus 6. So now we put down the values in this formula. So sum of the zeros equals to minus. Why minus? Because this minus is already there in the formula. Minus b. So minus, what is my b? b is minus 2. So minus of minus 2 divided by c. What is c? Minus 6. So minus minus is plus 2 divided by minus 6. So it should be minus 1 by 3. So it should be here minus 1 by 3 because there is still one minus here. And product of the 0 is 6 by 3 because my c is minus 6. So minus 6 divided by 3. A is 3. So after cancelling we get minus 2. So alpha plus beta square. So hence what we have to find out, a square plus b square. So a square plus b square formula is a plus b whole thing square minus twice ab. So here my a is alpha and b is beta. So alpha plus beta whole thing square minus twice alpha beta. So what is alpha? Alpha is, what is a? Alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta just now we got as minus 1 by 3. So it should be minus 1 by 3 here, minus 1 by 3 whole thing square minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha beta means product of the zeros. Product of the zeros we got minus 2. So minus 2. So 1 by minus 1 by 3 square is 1 by 9 because minus minus will be cancelled. Here it will be minus. Please mark this. Here it will be minus. Here it will be minus. Why? Because minus minus is plus. And here I have one more minus here. So it will be minus 1 by 3. Anyways, minus 1 by 3 whole thing square is 1 by 9. Minus minus is plus. 2 2s are 4. So the answer is 40 divided by 9. So next question. Prove that sine 70 divided by cos 20 plus cosec 20 divided by sec 70 minus 2 cos 70 into cosec 20 equals to 0. And this is a choice question. So there is one more question. So first let us discuss this question. So we'll take the left hand side and we have written it. So sine 70. So can I write it as sine of 90 minus 20 because 90 minus 20 is 70 by cos 20. Cosec 20 can be written as 90 minus 70. Okay, and 270 can be written as 2 cos 90 minus 20 cosec 20. So sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. So here theta is 20. And cosec of 90 minus theta is sec theta. Okay, minus 2 cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. And theta is 20. So this and this cancels, we get 1 plus this and this cancels, we get 1 minus 2 sine 20. So this is cosec 20. So we know that cosec theta can be written as 1 by sine theta. And here theta is 20. Then what we'll do, sine and sine get cancelled and 2 1s are 2. So 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2 is 0, which is equal to the right hand side. So we'll see the other question. So if tan theta is a by b, then show that a sine theta minus b cos theta divided by a sine theta plus b cos theta is equals to a square minus b square divided by a square plus b square. So it is given that tan theta is equals to a by b. To prove this, so we'll take the left hand side first. So a sine theta minus b cos theta divided by a sine theta minus b cos, it should be plus here. Please make this correction. This is plus here. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll divide both the numerator and the denominator with cos theta. So here sine theta by cos theta, both here also and here also. We'll divide everything by cos theta. So sine by cos is tan theta. A was already here. So a tan theta. Cos and cos cancels. So we get minus b. Here also sine and cos is tan theta. Plus b was here, cos and cos get cancelled, so 1. So only b is left. Then instead of tan theta, we'll replace it by a by b because tan theta is a by b. Okay. So instead of tan theta, we'll write a by b. Everything else remains same. Then we'll multiply. A into a is a square by b minus b. Here also a square by b plus b. Then we'll take the LCM of it. So when we'll take the LCM of it, we'll get a square minus b square divided by b, and a square plus b square divided by b. B and b gets cancelled. So we'll get a square minus b square divided by a square plus b square, which is equal to the right hand side. Okay. Then next question, section D. So section D has 4 questions carrying 4 marks each. So let us see. So the product of Rina's age 5 years ago and her age 8 years later is 30. You have to find her present age. So let us assume that her present age is x. So what is her age 5 years ago? If my present age is 16 years, okay, so what is my age 5 years ago? 16 minus 5, correct? And what will be my age 8 years later? 16 plus 8. So your present age minus 5 and present age plus 8. So if her present age is x years, so 5 years ago she was x minus 5, and 8 years later, this should be later, 8 years later she'll be x plus 8. So then according to question it is given the product of her age, okay, when 5 years ago and 8 years later. So product means multiply of her age when 5 years ago and 8 years later. So 5 years ago into 8 years later is 30. Okay. Then we'll multiply this to x. First we'll multiply this x with x plus 8. Then we'll multiply minus 5 with x plus 8. So we will get x square plus 8x minus 5x minus 40 equals to 30. X square is equal to, when you plus minus is minus. So 8 minus 5 is 3x. Sign will be plus because 8 is greater than 5. Then after this point we'll go for middle term, splitting the middle term. So my middle term is 3x. My constant is 70. So by subtracting I should get 3. So 10 minus 7 is 7. 10 into 7 is 70. 10 minus 7 is 3. So when you solve this, you'll get two values of x. One, that 10 plus x equals to 0, and x minus 7 equals to 0. So if I take this one, x plus 10 equals to 0, I'll get x as minus 10, which is neglected. Why? Because the age of a person cannot be negative, and then the other value is x minus 7 equals to 0. So x equals to 7. So this is accepted, and Rina's present age is 7 years. Next question, number 25. So if you read this question, you'll see that this question is taken from application of trigonometry, which I have already discussed in my previous videos. So I'll drop down the link of these videos so you can go and have a watch on it. Okay, so this I have already make a video on these sums, so you can just go and watch it. Then this is a very important theorem, and it is also known as BPT theorem, basic proportionality theorem, which says that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersecting the other two sides, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay, so I'm planning to give a very detailed explanation on all the theorems which are there for the final. So in my future videos I'll be uploading theorems based videos, from where it will be easier for all the students to learn the theorem and to understand the theorem. here I have just given the solution because since I was solving 2019 question paper, so this is one of the question from the question paper. That's why I have just given the solution. The detailed theorem will be explained in my upcoming videos. Okay, so you can just screenshot this solution and later you can I'll explain the detail of these theorems. Okay, so with this, let us move to another question. So now we put note section E. It has 3 questions carrying 6 marks each. So from this section, the students can score up to 18 marks. Okay. So first 28 is, there's a graph based question. So you have to solve graphically. So there's 2 equations given. You have to solve graphically and you have to find the area of the triangle formed by the lines and the x-axis. Okay. You have to plot at least 3 points in the graph. So let us see the solution. First we'll solve the first equation. X minus y plus 1 equals to 0. So from here x is equals to y is equals to x plus 1. So we know how to solve this. We put the value of x, will get y. Put the value of x, will get y. So in the similar way, we'll solve the other equation also. Okay. Then we'll find 3 solution. At least 3 solution. Okay. Then we'll plot the graph. So our graph will look something like this. So here, as you can see, there are 2 triangles which are formed by the lines and the axis. So this triangle is the triangle formed by the line and the y-axis, whereas this triangle is formed by x-axis and the line. So we'll consider this triangle. Okay, triangle ACQ. Okay. So in triangle ACQ, height is 3 units from starting from here. 0 is here, so start from here to here 1, here to here 2, here to here 3. Why 3? Because this is the height. From here we don't have any triangles. It's pretty clear. And what is my base? Base starts from here till here. So here, from here you'll count. From here to here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Base is 5. Height is 3, base is 5. So when we'll put down, area of triangle formula is half into base into height. So we'll get 7.5 square unit. Okay. So next question. So question number 29. So you have a metallic bucket open at the top of height is in the form of a frustum of a cone. The radius of lower and upper circular ends are given. You have to find the volume of the water, okay, which can completely fill the bucket. So you have to find the volume of the frustum of the cone, and you have to find the area of the metallic sheet which is used to make the bucket. Okay, so if you see, first we'll find the volume of the bucket. Okay, so to find the volume of the bucket, it is in the form of a frustum of a cone. So the frustum of a cone, volume of a frustum of a cone formula is 1 by 3 pi h, capital R square. Okay, so we have taken here capital R is the upper circular end, radius of the upper circular end, and small r is the radius of the lower circular end. Both of these is given in the question, and h is the height which is given as 24 centimeter. So when you put down the values, everything is given, you just have to put down the values. Okay, then you'll see here I have found out the slant height of the frustum, but in the volume of the frustum formula we don't use it. We need it for the curved surface area. The formula of curved surface area of a frustum is pi, which is given by 22 by 7, pi into L, that is slant height, into R plus R, capital R plus small r. And that's why I found out L. This is also a formula, that L equals to root over R minus by whole thing square plus h square. So you can have a look at your book for these formulas. Okay, so for here my slant height is 25 centimeter. So Why I am finding the curved surface area? Because in the question it was given you have to find the area of metal sheet required to make the bucket. So if you see the bucket is round like this. So you need the curved surface area, okay, and you need the base of the bucket, because the upper surface is open, the top is open, so you just need the curved surface area of the bucket and the area of the base of the bucket to get the area of the metal sheet required. So we got the curved surface area 1650 by using the formula pi L. Okay, it should be pi L r plus r, radius of the upper circular end plus radius of the smaller circular end, and area of the bucket is pi r square. Base of, okay, the base is in the form of a circle, so pi r square. So this we got 154. So area of metal sheet required is curved surface area plus area of the base. 1650 plus 154 is equal to 1804. So this is the area of the bucket. So another question is, you have to form a solid cylinder of height 8 centimeter, a radius 6 centimeter, and conical cavity of height and base radius 6. Means the height of the cylinder and the conical cavity is same, everything is same. You have to find the volume of the remaining solid. Actually I should have given one diagram here, but I forgot to add the diagram. So you please make a diagram. You have a solid cylinder, okay, then what is taken out? Conical cavity is taken out. So when a conical cavity is taken out, let me see if I can get a pen. Okay, so if this is the solid cylinder, okay, height and base is given. So what happens? A conical cavity is taken out. So this is a conical cavity, so this has been taken out, okay, this portion has been taken out. So you have to find the volume of the remaining solid. So this portion you have to find out, this portion you have to find out, okay. Also find the total surface area of the remaining volume, okay. So what will be the volume of the remaining solid? Volume of the remaining solid will be volume of the cylinder minus volume of the cone. Okay, it will be volume of the cylinder minus volume of the cone. So volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. So pi is 3.14 or 22 by 7 into radius is 6 square into 8. So we'll solve this. Volume of the cylinder is 904.32 and volume of the conical cavity is pi r square 8 into 3. Okay, so this is the formula, you can check. So after solving this you'll get 301. So what is the volume of the resulting solid? It is volume of the cylinder minus volume of the conical cavity. So after putting the values you got 602.88. okay, and now you have to find the total. Okay, so this is now the last question is from the chapter statistic. So it says the following distribution shows the daily pocket allowances of children of a locality. You have to find the mean pocket allowances, or the mean pocket allowances is given as 18. You have to find the mixing frequency. You can see the frequency here is missing. So first what we'll do is we'll make a table for this. Okay, so this is class interval, this is frequency denoted by Fi, class mark denoted by Xi, and this is product of frequency and class mark, that is Fi Xi. So class interval I have written, frequency I have written, class mark is upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So 11 plus 13 is 24 divided by 2 is 12. So like this for this also, 15 plus 13 is 28 divided by 2, that is 14. So like this you'll find out for others also. Okay, then Fi will be product of this Fi. So 7 into 12 is 84, 6 into 14 is 84, 9 into 16 is 144, 13 into 18 is 234. Now here you have f into 20 is 20f, 5 into 22 is 110, 4 into 24 is 96. So now then we'll find the summation of this. So what we'll do, we'll add all this: 7, 6, 9, 13, 5 and 4. And when you add this, you'll get 44 plus f. We don't know value of this, but still we have to add this because summation means sum of everything. So 44 plus x. Here also you'll add all the numbers and plus 20f, this one. Okay, then here we'll use the direct mean formula, because in the question it has not been mentioned that whether you'll find the frequency using direct mean or assume mean or step deviation. So for simplicity you can just use direct mean method. Okay, so here mean is given, summation of fi is given, we have found out, fi xi is also we have found out, so we'll put down in the formula. Okay, so mean is 18, summation of fi xi is 752 plus 20f, and summation of fi is 44 plus f. When you cross multiply you get this. Okay, so we don't know the value, the unknown quantity should be on one side, so 18 minus 20f equals to 752 minus 792. When you subtract you get minus 2f minus 40, minus cancel, 40 divided by 2 is 20, so 20 is the missing frequency. Then the last sum for 2019. Okay, this is a choice question, number 30. Either you have to do that sum or this sum. Okay, so it says that the following table shows the ages of patient admitted in a hospital during a year. You have to find mode. So this is very easy. First we have to determine which is the model class. So we know that the class with the highest frequency, that is this one, is the model class. 35 to 45 is the model class. Then we have to find what is f1, f0, f2. Okay, so the class preceding the model class is f0, the frequency preceding the model class is f0, the frequency of the model class is f1, and the frequency succeeding the model class is f2. So here f0 is 21, f1 is 23, and f2 is 14. Okay, class interval is 45 minus 30 is 10. Everywhere it is 10 only, or the class height. So this is the solution. Okay, the class which have the highest frequency is 35 to 45, which is the model class. So lower limit of the model class L. So if you see what is the lower limit of the model class, it is 35. Then H, height of the classes is 10. 45 minus 35, 5 minus 15, all those, so 10. Then f1 is 23, like I told you, the frequency of the model class. F1 is the frequency of the model class, that is 23. f0 is the frequency of the class preceding the model class, that is 21, and f2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class, that is 14. Then we'll put down the formula of mode. It's equal to L plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. Then we put down all the values. We'll calculate first whatever is given in the bracket, then multiply it, then add it with 35. So we get the answer as 36.8. I hope all the solution that I have explained in the videos is understood by everyone. And if there's any confusion, you can comment down in the comment section. And all the very best for your exams, and prepare well. And in my upcoming videos I'll be solving some more questions from other years. In this video I have solved 2019 completely, so next video will be maybe 2020 or 2021. So stay tuned. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, share with your friends, so that your friends can also get benefited from it. Thank you so much.